Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man.
Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. Drink it in, everybody.
Drink it in, man.
Side of cornbread.
Cornbread!
Gotta make it a double.
Cornbread!
You know who this is. This is your boy Oakrey here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. I've been out for a couple weeks. I'm not gonna bore you with the details. But something hit me. I don't know what it was. I think it was one of the Michigan Saturday night games. I got hit with like the worst fever of my life. Every other ailment. I was puking. I was in the fetal position. I couldn't even watch that football game. It didn't get better after that. I've been struggling. I got like a 2+ week cough going, which I don't know what's going on either. But I'm back today. Try not to cough in the microphone. Almost through this thing, thank goodness. Still working hard, still living life, but Choppy Chop has been on the solo shows. He's been helping a brother out. He's now coaching hockey and traveling and skipping the pod, which is his normal. So I'm back here doing multiple shows now that I'm upright and feeling better. But today... As I said, I don't have time to mess around here on the show. Like, I got so much to talk about, and you guys would laugh so hard if you ever saw, like, my prep sheets for this pod. You would think, like, oh, man, I got all these different bullets and notes and outlines and kind of like a setup for the show. Like, I literally scribble things down that I can't even read. But just taking 2 minutes before I hit record, I have like a page of things. We'll see if I can get to them all. We'll see if I can read them all. But I want to actually recap kind of like what's happened with this team since I've been gone. I mean, I got to admit, I kind of, didn't listen to many of the choppy solos. I'm sure a lot of you did. I mean, I'm sure the people enjoyed those.
And the people consist of the millions.
But I was too busy coughing, sneezing, every other thing you could imagine, like trying to get myself right again. It was absolutely crazy. But since I've been on, we've had a Kansas City game. We had Tampa Bay come to the D on Monday Night Football. We got Minnesota coming up. We got the trade deadline coming up. We've got things, news and notes, and players coming back and gone, and I mean, there's so much to talk about, so much to get into. So I'm going to do my best today. My voice probably still feels a little rough, sounds a little rough, but it is what it is. I'm back here on the pod talking about those lines. And I love doing it, so I'm glad to be back, glad to get rolling. I'm joking. I do think we'll have me and Chop next week. I'll probably do a packet on Friday, packet on Monday. Who knows what I might talk about? Am I going to just give you the normal game preview? Am I going to give you something else? TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I know it's going to go well. Let's get into this. Let me talk about Kansas City real quick. So what did I say going into that Kansas City game? Sunday Night Football. There's going to be some bool by the referees against our football team. And what happened? The Lions got the football, went right down the field, and they run this trick, double whoopsie fake, throw it out to Jared Goff from Demo. He bobbles the catch. He makes the catch. He kind of runs over one of their wimpy corners over there in Kansas City, scores a touchdown. And like a minute and a half later, a phantom flag. We didn't really throw a flag, but there's a penalty. We definitely didn't get a call or any help from anybody. We just discussed it and figured out this stupid nuance rule that's, Jared Goff didn't declare himself. He didn't step back from center and pause. He didn't then run out to his wide receiver position and then pause for a second. All of these are just ridiculous NFL fine print. Oh, we got to do all these nuanced things to make a play legal. This was a great trick play. Was called at a perfect time. It worked perfectly. It was a touchdown. And here's the fact. There is no doubt in my mind that Dan Freaky Campbell was told that New York called in, which I hate to. Why do we have to call it New York? Isn't it like the NFL replay system, maybe the National Football League headquarters? We don't need to know that it's in New York City. Screw New York, man. They freaking always say that to try to make themselves sound good. You always want to hear Al Michaels, in Lower Manhattan. Get out of here with that, man. But Dan Campbell was told this came from the league office. That's how I'm going to say it. He was told that because this man does not make up stuff. He tells it how it is, like it is. If you don't like it, that's on you. And he said that, and that is what happened. These refs, just like we've seen in the media recently with all this gambling and this, guys getting prop bets, calling themselves out of the game. Like, do you really think that the National Football League isn't above calling in a penalty that they see from a TV light years away to a referee crew that has a mysterious earpiece in that nobody really can ever hear or listen to or know what's going on? But these refs make these ridiculous calls all the time. Like, this isn't the first time. This won't be the last time it happened. But the fact that the ref went in the post-game presser and said, oh, no. We didn't get help from them. We didn't get help from the replays. We came up with this. It just took us a little bit of time. Oh, what, like a minute and a half to figure it out? Does that ever happen in the game ever? No. But for some reason it happened on this play. Just absolutely boola from top to bottom. And Dan Campbell, even in his Monday, Tuesday, whenever he's on 97, won the ticket, and they asked him again, he gave an answer like, dude, I don't want to say this. I got to tell the truth, though. And so he just said, Did it come from the National Football League headquarters in New York? And he was like, yes. I gotta say what's true, but I know they're not gonna like it because they want me to lie and cover up and say the politically correct thing. But Dan Campbell doesn't do that. And what a joke call this was. I mean, for the rest of the game, oh, wow, Patrick Mahomes with a masterclass. He had 3 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Get out of here with that. Like, this was a game where the Lions never really got going offensively the way they should have. Their defense was all beat up. The refs were wearing candy cane stripes, red and white. They made these stupid calls like I knew they would, and that wasn't even the only one. There's many throughout this game. The Lions come up short, 30-17 loss. At the end of the game, Juju thinks he's going to hit my boy, Brian Branch, dead in the back when he's not looking, when he's you're trying to actually play football. And then my boy's trying to go talk to the man, and Patrick Mahomes trying to dap him up. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to high-five me. Didn't you just flex on me and do some swiping of your jersey and some other garbage when you got a lucky touchdown? Like, I don't want to hear you. And then he went over, got a piece of Juju. Juju tried to come get a piece. BB slung him to the ground, grabbed him by his earlobe, ripped his helmet off, did what he had to do. And Dan freaking Campbell wasn't happy, and we know that's kind of not what you're supposed to do. When you're going to hit a man from behind, don't expect him to try to come get some. And then the National Football League over there in New York City, if that's what we're going to say, has to come all high and mighty. Oh, that's a game suspension. How could you do such a thing? I can't believe it. It's like, this is football, right? This is physical. This is an actual man's game. And all the man did was try to get his get back and try to get physical, and now he's out for the next game. I mean, BB will be better in that regard, but I think it was way blown out of proportion. Wow, the Kansas City Chiefs won 30-17. They dominated the Lions. They prime time. The refs helped them. BB is just a dirty player. This was such a garbage game from top to bottom. I was so sick of it for so many reasons. I knew it was going to happen. All the stars were aligning, which the Lions are playing well. Kansas City not not playing that well, let's be honest. And they were going to get ref help. They were going to get all these little dinky dunk calls. Patrick Mahomes playing check down Charlie down the field, running around like he always does, scoring these stupid touchdowns. And that's exactly what happened. It went definitely according to the script. Just saying, all right? Just saying. So let's move on. Let's move to a better game. How about Monday Night Football against Tampa Bay? You know, Tampa Bay, oh, wow, they're riding high. They got themselves an MVP candidate at quarterback. Really? You mean that guy that I used to love, then didn't love, then loved again, and was dead, and now he's back, and he's playing good football? You mean that guy? You mean Baker Mayfield?
I'm like, that's Baker Mayfield right there. Baker. Yeah, I just want to let you know. He sucks, okay? Yeah, there you go. Mark it down.
Yeah, mark it down, because this dude comes in and he's just getting all this love. The whole pregame's about Baker Mayfield and his wife, Baker Mayfield and the dog, Baker Mayfield with Kyle Brandt. I mean, it was absolutely just nauseating. If I wasn't sick enough already when all this was happening, I'm coughing up a lung, I'm hacking up a loogie, and then I have to watch the Baker Mayfield love fest. Oh, Tampa Bay is the best team in the National Football Conference. Are you kidding me? These guys have a decent record. They've had a few comebacks, and they're a ho-hum team that the Lions took care of, a year or two ago, and to get themselves to the NFC title game, which they should have won and went to the Super Bowl. So I knew coming in this game, it's Ford Field. Can you guys see that I'm struggling here with the voice? But I'm trying to give you something. Hold on, let me have some of that Detroit Koolaid real quick. All right. The Buccaneers and Todd Bowles, that dweeb, are coming into the D on Monday Night Football with us in the black jerseys. What'd you think was going to happen? Really? You knew this was going to be a beatdown for Detroit. You knew we were going to take care of business. Oh, but crazy Tampa Bay's got Igbuka's coming back, and Rico Beard tells you that Mike Evans is going to be unbeatable. He's incredible. I could have told you Mike Evans is going to be hurt by the second quarter. Oh, he broke his collarbone. I should feel bad. Mike Evans is always always a hamstring, a shoulder, a knee, an ankle. Okay, he tried to make a catch. He went down. He broke his collarbone. Sorry about your luck. Catch you next year. You knew he's going to be hurt. I'm never really worried about Mike Evans. He has a couple good games. He finds his way to 1,000 yards. Wow, congratulations. He's never that good. He's always kind of in that second, third tier of wide receivers. This guy's not a game breaker. Emeka Egbuka has had some great games. Oh, congratulations. I'm going to put you in the Hall of Fame already. You had a lackluster college career. You're the hotness of the week, so everyone loves you. You come in off a miraculous recovery from a hamstring. What'd you do in that game? A bunch of nothing. What'd Baker Mayfield do? A bunch of nothing. This was a easy dub for the Lions. 24-9. An absolutely defensive masterclass. Just put on a show by Shep. He was hunting. Dude's been in the weight room. He's getting after. He loves his guys. Who was playing corner and safety for the Lions? Can anyone answer that for me? It was like 4 or 5 guys I've never heard of. They were recently shining shoes or getting that ball that gets stuck halfway down the alley. These guys balled out. These guys were almost better than Kerbo and BB and TA and DJ. That's my DJ on a regular basis. Hold on. More Detroit Koolaid. Oh. Choppy Chop, this is on you for audio quality because you put me on the spot to go solo, and I thought I was past this cough, and now I can barely talk here on the pod, but we'll get through this. I loved what these gritty, grimy corners named Whiteside and Hallett and Arthur something. Excuse me. Sorry about that, people. That you would think I'd edit that out, but I'm probably not going to. Like, you would think that these guys were going to get roasted, toasted, and extra crispy. Instead, they were all over the football, PBUs, INTs. I loved everything about this. Everything. Oh, did I mention, which I should have off the top, let's see if I can even do it and get through it, that this was a game by the multi-dimensional, positionless, wait for it, elite weapon, Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm talking 136 rushing, 82 receiving, 218 in total if my math correct, 2 touchdowns for Gibbs. Like, dude was unstoppable. It was so great to see him break a DP too, because this guy is elite, in case you didn't know, and he has been chipping away. He'll get his nice little 16, 18 yarders, but to see him crease one for 78 plus to the house was absolutely incredible. So loved everything about Jahmyr Gibbs. The multi-dimensional positions, elite weapon. You guys know what it is. So this was a big game. This was like, oh man, the Lions versus the Bucks. This is gonna be something on Monday. This is prime time. These are two top teams. And instead, like I said earlier, it was an easy dub for the Lions. See, I put the drop back in so that I don't have to do that, especially when I can't talk. So where is it? Let me find it. Hold on. All right, so I can't find the easy drop. I can't do it anymore with my voice. I've had some computer issues. Anybody else like upgrade to Windows 11 and just having all types of problems? I mean, I'm a tech guy. I have 18 million computer screens, everything going. And I swear, anytime these upgrades, things happen, things just go haywire. So I don't know where the drop is, but I do know I got other drops, which means like Tampa Bay, I mean, they couldn't handle the Detroit Lions.
They can't handle me. They ain't tough enough yet.
They weren't tough enough. We put them down to the knees, buddy.
I put him down to his knees, buddy.
Exactly. I mean, I understand, like, and now Baker Mayfield understands as well.
Yeah, I understand. I got it in my head, dude.
The Lions showed they were superior. They were the top team. So, okay, wow, we lost to Kansas City in Kansas City on Sunday Night Football. Wow, that's surprising. Hey, we beat the piss out of the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football in Detroit with the black jerseys. Not surprising. So that basically caught you up to all the stuff I missed. And if you can't tell, I feel better. The thing is, like, I'm not sick, but, like, has anybody ever had a cough or just something that just lingers? This thing is lingering, and I didn't feel bad until I started yakking and talking and doing gimmicks, and now I can't barely get through a sentence. So I'm going to leave you with that here on the first segment of the show. I do apologize for the voice, the coughing, my ability to not be able to get through a take, a rant, a gimmick. I'm doing my best, though, people. But, great dub against Tampa Bay, whatever against Kansas City. I'm going to get you that Minnesota preview, hype you up for that. I got news and notes. I've got takes. I've got opinions. I got updates. I'll do that on the back half. And then we'll see. Depending on how much I get into the Minnesota preview, maybe I'll save some of it for Friday's packet. Maybe I'll hit it all up in the second half, and then I'll do some kind of crazy Kool-Aid packet if I can talk on Friday. Hit you up with some Monday content. I mean, we're going to get through this, people. This voice will be back at some point. I'll stop hacking and coughing, but glad to be back on the pod. Love catching up on all things that happen while I'm away. Thank you to Chop Chop for doing the work, putting in the shows, doing what he can. We know we missed a few packets, whatever. We're doing our best, and we know that you guys love hearing about the Lions and supporting the pod, which we greatly appreciate. So, everybody, I'll be right back. All right, everybody,
this goes out to my fantasy football fans out there. Now, you probably heard about Reality Sports Online, the most powerful fantasy sports platform where owners can build and manage their fantasy team like a real NFL general manager. But the question is, have you tried it? I mean, we're talking free agency, multi-year contracts, rookie drafts, multi-team trades. You can put franchise tags on guys. It's as close as you're going to get to being an NFL GM. But do you think it sounds complicated? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's the best thing about Reality Sports Online is it's just more fun than your normal fantasy league, but it doesn't take barely any more time. After all this, are you still not sure? I mean, come on now. You can test your general manager skills by going over to Reality Sports Online, call it RSO. Please go check out realitysportsonline.com right now.
Kool-Aid drinkers, we're back. Thank you so much for checking out the show, repping the show, sharing the show, putting up with me being off the show. You know what it is. Appreciate all the listeners, all the people out there, your patience. Appreciate my co-host at Chops in the D. You can find him on the Twitterverse. You can find me at Derek Okrie. You know how that's spelled. DerekOkrie. Always talking about those lines, as well as the Wolverines and fantasy football. All types of other things. Detroit Pistons. How about those Wings? 6-3. Crazy comeback. Couple comebacks. Couple beatdown losses, but playing some good hockey. You know what it is. Love all of our teams except for the sport we shall not speak of, but does have one of the best logos in all of sports. I have multiple hats. Speaking of hats, I got some great hats. I've already got 80 million hats, but I got a few other classics coming my way. I can't wait to get those this week. Been just tearing up the eBay scene and everywhere when it comes to merch. If any of you guys love like Lions and different types of merch, hit me up. Like, I got so much stuff I'm actually trying to either sell or get that to some great fans because I got too much of it, but always just some classic stuff. And I could talk about all that for days, but I want to get back into this Lions football, these updates that I got, and keep this second half somewhat short because of the voice, the coughing, but I got lots to say. So the first thing that I want to get into is about this guy, and that's hashtag JMOFast. And this isn't going to be an Okrie rant. This also isn't going to be a puff piece on Mr. Jameson Williams, because I'm both disappointed and proud in my guy. Now, my man got paid. Yes, it doesn't kick in for another year or two or whatever, but $83 million over 4 years, whatever it was, 3 seasons, I can't remember. It was a lot of money. Since then, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I don't know if Jamo's caught a ball. Dude's had an offer, I know that. He's had a couple drops. He's had some bad penalties called against him. He's had Jared Goff miss him on deep balls. He's probably caught 2 or 3 passes since he signed this big extension. So I'm disappointed in all that, to be honest. I'm very proud that other than a few passive-aggressive Instagram posts or things maybe said in a press conference, he really hasn't complained about getting the football, not getting the football. He's all about winning. He goes out and he blocks and he does the other things. That's great. But when you pay a man like that and he's got skills and speed like hashtag JMOFast does, could you get him the football and not tell me how he's pulling safeties and running deep routes and affecting the game? And, oh, did you see the block he had on the screen pass? I don't care. I need yards. I need touchdowns. I need impact. I need JMO being JMO. And that means being swaglicious, catching the football, scoring touchdowns, dancing, loving up his teammates, having fun, and being a impact, dynamic, elite football player for this team. Gosh, I cannot do the elite. More Kool-Aid, please. I just want to see this guy. Like, there's no excuse. This is not like the Deshaun Jackson where it's just like, oh, you know, every game, every couple games, he catches 3 passes for 120 and a touchdown. I want to see him grow into just a dynamic, you know, guy that every week's got to be accounted for. You're going to find ways to give him the football. Don't tell me about, oh, well, we ran a reverse for him and, oh, we tried to hit him on a drag route and he wasn't open. He was double. No, like, get the man the ball, expand his route tree, and make him an impact. So I'm pretty proud that J-Mo hasn't went off the handle. I know he's disappointed not getting the football and just like not being able to help his team. And I do understand he does help the team by running deep and pulling safeties and blocking and, you know, being a just player that defenses have to worry about. But when you go 0 for 0 for 0 for multiple games in a row, like, defenses aren't going to worry about you as much until you, I don't know, begin to put up stats and points and impact the game again, which he has not been doing for multiple, if not 2-3 plus weeks now. The guy has not had a good season. He doesn't have good numbers. He isn't justifying that contract because I don't pay $83 million plus for guys to block for their teammates or run deep just to run wind sprints. And that's sort of what he's been doing. So there's my JMO rant / praise / frustration / appreciation for the man, because he's a still special, great football player. Love his grittiness. He loves his teammates. Just special when it comes to speed and getting deep and actually just being a wide receiver. I think he's a very good wide receiver, but they just still cannot figure out how to make him that week in, week out. The next thing I want to talk about is T.A. Terrion Arnold. Hurt, not playing well, hurt, roasted, toasted, extra crispy. Oh, wow, got a couple plays, couple PBUs, maybe almost got a pick. Hey, I'm hurt again, I'm hurt. Dan Campbell, he's going to be out for a long time. Next week, T.A., man, I'm feeling real good. I'm in practice this week. I'll be back before you know it. Like, the newest update before I hit record on this pod was that T.A. is practicing this week. Tells Dan Campbell he's good to go. Dan Campbell still sounds a little skeptical. Maybe because he doesn't think he's fully healthy, but maybe because he still doesn't know if he's good enough to be out there when you got guys like Whiteside balling. But anybody that's an able body would be somebody to consider for the Detroit Lions at this point. So I hope TA can come back. I hope he can find his groove. I hope he can start playing better. I hope he gets hands on a few footballs. But it's just weird how he's like hurt. Dan Campbell just ruled him out right away. Oh, he's gone for a long time. Trust me. Dr. Campbell out there. And then TA, no, I'm good. I feel good. Be back next week. And he's kind of like, TBD. If you ask me, we'll see. You haven't been playing very well. So we'll see what happens with that. DJ, that's my DJ, Reed.
Go DJ, that's my DJ. Go DJ, yeah.
Word is he tore his hammy off the bone or whatever, right? I think that's what he hurt. And gonna be out for indefinitely, weeks, IR, all this stuff. And last I heard, he's on the side working with trainers. So I'd love to get him back ASAP because I think he's been a plus player, great dude, gritty, grimy, love what he's brought to the team. So hoping he can be back. A guy who is back. They started his clock. I would assume he's going to play in the next week or two, if not sooner, is,
Rodrigo!
That was the sound drop. Let's see if I can do the live version with the voice. Rodrigo! That was the live version. That wasn't bad. I gotta admit, probably not as good as this, though.
Rodrigo!
That was the sound drop. Number 44 is back, man. He had that tough, I think it was a knee, wasn't it? Hurt his knee and just been out since mid last year. Everyone thought, oh man, Rodrigo will be back to start the season. Dan Campbell's like, we'll see him at Thanksgiving. Here we are at the end of October, and it looks like he'll be back sooner than Thanksgiving, but not, been a while for Malcolm Rodriguez. We're going to use his government. Easier for me than to yell out Rodrigo with the voice. So that'll be good. We're playing great at linebacker. We have great depth at linebacker, good linebackers playing linebacker, but more linebackers would be good as well, and special teams. More injury news. Does anybody remember the name Daniel Thomas? Or Kool-Aid trying to get through this pod. Daniel Thomas is not a name that should wow you. Most people are like probably, I don't know, like some of you are probably saying this.
Who is this Rudy Poo?
But you shouldn't say that because Daniel Thomas was acquired by the Lions and has been a depth safety. Pretty young guy still, I think. Good, really good special teamer. Safety, by the way, which in case you haven't noticed, Kerbo's playing on one leg. BB's just getting back. A couple of these guys we've just recently found out what their names were, start playing some ball. So any depth at safety is a good thing. So Daniel Thomas returning, whether it be in the next week or two, whatever, would be a good thing for the team as a whole. I'm not saying he's going to wow you or make any plays on the football, but he's just another body, depth at special teams, and a guy that, is at a position that's hurting right now based on health injuries and whatnot. Did I mention that my boy, Brian Branch, BB, is back? He recently told the media that he's getting baptized, that he's never going to let happen what happened again, yet he's still going to play with that edge, and he loved that his teammates were rocking that 3-2 like I got in the closet, that 3-2 jersey to represent him. I love everything that BB is about. I don't think he really has to apologize for much. I understand Dan Campbell was pretty upset. We don't do that here. That's not how we play, whatever. But Brian Branch will hit you, make plays on the football, plays with an edginess, nicest guy ever off the field, and I hope he keeps up everything he's been doing, and this will only focuses him a little bit more because he has had a couple picks maybe he should have had, or a couple plays here and there, a couple tackles that maybe got by him, whatever, but he sounds like he's extra motivated, locked in, not going to let these little things, these little twerps like Juju, Smith, Schuster. I mean, if you got a hyphen name, you should just get your face slapped just for that. If you ask me, but he's not gonna let people like that get after him again. He's not gonna let people take advantage of him, but he's also going to just be their first teammates and get rolling, which I love. Last little bit of updates to injury news, like Taylor Decker is in, he's out, he's in, he's out. Word is he might be back in, but every time I hear Dan Campbell talk about Taylor Decker, it does not sound good. It sounds like he's like, I don't know about the strength. Hopefully he gets the strength back. You got to have strength in your shoulder to play left tackle, okay? And Jared Goff needs to be blocked up, or else he's, I don't know, tell him, Charles.
That's terrible.
We don't want him to be that. So you need to block, and we need a run game to pick up, especially when it comes to Demo. Faux show. Let's go. No, really, let's go, Demo. I need a little more from you. So I'm a little worried. I'm a lot worried, to be honest, about Taylor Decker. Especially because we just paid him for multiple years, and he seemed like he was fine, and now every week he's babying this shoulder. I'm sure he's doing all he can, but if he's going to be in, out, and even when he's in, he didn't seem as effective as he has been, that's not good. Kerbo, I couldn't tell you. Kerbo and TA are the same for me. Kerbo looked like he was dead and out for the year. He went in the tent. He came out running with turbo speed back on the field, looked totally fine. And then he was kind of hurt again and couldn't play in Tampa Bay game or whatever. So I have no idea what's going on there. The Rock Yassin is in out as well. He's played pretty good when he's been in there. He's questionable or whatever, but Rock Yassin is been a pleasant surprise for the Lions, and I hope he'd get back in there. Now that I hit on multiple, I could just literally talk injuries for the whole pod. I don't want to do that. I wish I didn't have to do that. But for some reason, the Lions are hurt all over the team, all over the depth chart again. But like Dan Campbell said, hey, we got that bye week. Now we're back. The next couple weeks, we'll get people back. It was nice to have a.k.a. Honeybun, a.k.a. Twinkle Toes, a.k.a. Aleem McNeil back and rolling. He had some really nice pass rushes. You're going to get guys like, I don't know, Marcus Fattenport back sometime, maybe, TBD. I wish he would play well. You're going to get guys like, I don't know, is Josh Pascal ever coming back? Dude just vanished in training camp and said, oh, he should be good for week 1. Oh, wait, never mind. He's taking a little longer, maybe by week 2, 3, 4. Here we are in week 9. I haven't even heard his name since the season began. So, I have no idea. I hope it's not the cancer. I hope it's not some other ailment. But Josh Pascal is not only underperformed on the field, this dude has so many injuries, and they're always at the worst time. Dude's good the whole offseason when he's in the Bahamas or with his family or doing whatever he's doing, and then when football comes around, he's always hurt for long periods of time with mysterious things that we're never even told what it is. So you got guys like those guys, other guys all coming back, all the guys I already mentioned. So hopefully we don't have to talk all year about this guy's hurt. Wait, this guy's coming back. Hey, maybe this guy will be back. We don't know. It gets kind of annoying, I gotta be honest. But let's talk about this real quick, if I can get the voice to do so. Shep to LSU. This is a talking point. People are like, oh, Shep's a perfect fit. He's gonna go to the team where he cut his teeth and be the head coach and grow up young men into NFL players and blah, 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 blah. It's dude, Shep's a first-year DC. He's doing great as a DC. He loves Dan Freaky Campbell. He owes his whole career and life to Dan Freaky Campbell. I can't see him just getting the LSU offer and saying, peace, I'm out. Thanks, but no thanks. Of course, it's a nice opportunity, but he doesn't even seem sort of ready, and he's doing so good in his current role. He needs to be a DC for 2, 3, 4 years, and then either decide, is he going to get NFL head coaching offers, or does he want to go to college and just be the top guy? I don't see that happening right now. So, and that's nothing against Shep. I love everything about him personally. I love everything he says. He's putting it on the field and actually showing it. I had some worries before the season that it was going to be man, it's going to take a while, or is he going to be aggressive enough, or how is he going to motivate and lead people? All that has been tip top. Love everything I see from him. But also it's 7, 8 games in. He's got to do this for this season, next season, before you really even have a track record. And especially before you start getting big time opportunities. I know everybody's looking for the next, this is the next young, hot coordinator that's going to change our program and going to be a great college coach. But it's I just don't see him there yet. And once you're in the NFL, I always feel going back to college is sort of a backward step unless you've had some bumpy roads in the NFL. If you had some bumpy roads in a college wants to give you a head coaching job, or you want to go back there and just be a leader for college type kids and really coach them up, you go do that. But Shep's doing way too good as an NFL DC to go do that, in my opinion. So that's that. There's so many more other news and notes and things I get into, but I just want to finish with a little bit of this Minnesota preview. Again, I'll keep it tight, I'll keep it broad, but JJ McCarthy back at quarterback. Everybody knows I'm #GoBlue all day, but I feel like J.J. McCarthy's got such a bad rap in the NFL. He was the hotness coming into the year. He had an incredible game or two. Everyone's like, man, this guy's an absolute winner. Like, look at what he's doing. He's great. And then he has a couple bad games, and they give him a mysterious ankle injury. He's got to be out for 3-4 weeks, whatever it's been. And people are like, oh, that's a bust. They missed on that pick. He can't do this. He can't do that. Like, to me, J.J. McCarthy is still like a young, very young player. What's he, probably 22, maybe 23 years old. He's, got an above average arm. He can run any type of offense. He ran a pro offense in college. Very smart, team-oriented type guy. At the end of the day, he does what you need to do more often than not, which is win ball games. He's got everything you look for. So, wow, he had 2 or 3 bad games in the NFL. Okay. Is his career over? I heard people saying, oh, they could trade him for a bag of balls. They'd be... What? No, I think it's actually a plus for the Minnesota Vikings to have this guy back at quarterback. He can run. He can throw. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He can manage the game. So, if I was a Minnesota Vikings fan, I'd be happy. And if I'm the Lions, I'm like... Carson Wentz was doing okay, but he didn't scare me. I'm actually more afraid to have to deal with a young JJ throwing to JJ with Addison running around and Aaron Jones being back. But here's my other take. Has Brian Flores jumped the shark with his whole, oh, man, watch out for Brian Flores. He just brings the blitz. He's just tough to play. He's a great defensive coordinator. To me, Brian Flores is a one-trick pony that just says, I'm going to bring the house every play, and if you find a way to deal with it, I'm screwed. That's all I've seen from him recently. Some days he has a good day where he brings everybody and they get home and he looks like a genius. Most of the time, he brings all these exotic pressures and people slice and dice him. He gives up 30, and people are like, oh, he was aggressive, but it just didn't work out. Yeah, it doesn't work out more often than not. So, okay, you're a big tough guy, Brian Flores. I get it. You've had a decent track record both as a DC and had some moments as a head coach. But the minute you start bringing all these DBs on the Lions, they're just going to block you up and slice you downfield with JMO, with Saint, with Isaac Tesla. Vanilla Smooth, I guess he's called on the show. So bring it, you know what I mean? I used to just always, we couldn't block and Jared Goff couldn't get out of his own way. Now it's yes, please bring crazy blitzes. And we will just bubble screen you and house call it or run reverse and beat you. Or, I don't know, just tell JMO to run as fast as possible and throw it as deep as possible and score touchdowns that way. So I'm not overly worried about that. The other thing that's great is I feel like Ford Field's going to be crazy. I mean, the team is playing well. We just beat up on Tampa Bay. It was supposed to be some big juggernaut coming in. It's a 1 o'clock kick at Ford Field against a division opponent coming off a bye. I see all these people on Twitter, like the great Natalie Sparbeck and others, who are like, oh, I can't believe I have to wait 10 more days for Lions football. It's yeah, it kind of sucks to miss on a bye week, but I got caught up on a bunch of stuff, still trying to feel better. And we all have to take a breath and have a bye week, so we did. Now it's back to Lions football every week for the next 10 weeks, plus playoffs. So get ready. But Ford Field's going to be absolutely crazy, totally home field advantage. I'll probably run them out of the gym from a fan standpoint. Just how loud it will be. It'll be tough for JJ. I expect a big offensive explosion for the Lions. Can we drink that in, everybody?
Drink it in, man.
I'm talking about big-time points going up, and it's I'm a little torn on the defense. Are all these guys that showed out against Tampa Bay going to have another good week? Are we going to put in some of our regulars who are hurt or not hurt or back or not back and, take a step back or play even better? I don't know. I just gave Shep all this love, and he deserves it, but also, is this still Again, I was making fun of people that were acting oh, this is a top 10, top 5 defense. No, it's not. I like some of our pieces, but, we haven't been good the last few. We're not just going to be a top 5 defense all of a sudden. If Brad, sleeping at the wheel. Holmes, I mean, Brad always open for business. Holmes, instead of like making calls, actually closes a couple deals here before the trade deadline and gets us, I don't know, an edge rusher, a corner, a left tackle, whatever he's got to do. That would be nice. But until then, it's like, I don't know what we're getting from our D. It could be great. It could be Swiss cheese to some degree. I don't know. So, like, if I'm going to give you a score before I get up out of here, it's like I can't talk and my voice is going out. Like, I expect buco buckets of points from the Lions. I'm talking a 40 burger. I got a 40 for the Lions. And I almost penciled in, like, I started at 13, and then I went up to 20. And then I was like, 40 to 20. I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy. So whether it's going to come late or if it's going to be a back and forth scoring or we're going to give up a couple crazy ones to the opposition, I don't know. But I settled on a nice little fun shootout for the Ford Field fans, back and forth. Lions put up a lot of points. Minnesota putting up a good amount of points. JJ to JJ with a whole bunch of other stuff in the middle. 40 to 31, a nice little 9-point Debski for Detroit. Another division win, another game closer to playing the Cheddarheads and the Mozzarella Sticks on Thanksgiving. Get our lick back, take the division lead, never look back. That's what's going to happen, but we're not there yet. We still got some time. So, everybody, that's how I see the game going down. Again, I'm going to try to hit you up Friday with a who knows what Kool-Aid packet. Until then, I'm going to go back to... I had 2, if not 3 cough drops in pretty much every day last week. I feel like I'm going to have to get back to the 2 to 3 cough drops at all times to get rid of this dang cough and this voice and this thing I'm trying to get through. I don't know if it was COVID, if that's still a thing, but I had the fever, the puking, the coughing, the this, the that, the everything, and it's not going away as soon as I like, and it's pissing me off. So everybody, I did my best to entertain. I tried to do gimmicks. Some I made it through. Others I clunked up because of the voice. You hung in there with me. You got the Oakley Rewind for Kansas City. Tampa Bay got what they had coming to them in Detroit. Minnesota's about to get a double lick with a lot of points going up on the board against their vaunted defense. Our defense ain't going to be so good, but it's going to be an entertaining ball game this Sunday. And then, like I say, we got some tough teams coming up. We got Cheddarheads heading in. So much fun. Michigan beating up on Little Brother, as you know they would in football. Life is good. Pistons wings. Let's go, Detroit. Drink it in, everybody. Double-sided cornbread. That's what I got. And I'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. I'm out.
Pack the bag, start the plane. This game is over. It is over. What a comeback by the Lions. Drink it in, man.